Warning. The show you're about to see contains material unsuitable for children and questionable among most adults. Viewer discretion is advised.
Pressure, pressing down on me, pressing down on you, no matter. Under pressure that burns a building down, splits a family in two, puts people on the streets. That's okay, it's the terror unknown, what this world is about. Watching some good friends scream, afraid to money, get me higher. Pressure on people on streets, chipping around, kick my brains across the floor. These other days it never rains, but it pours. Eat it all up, eat it all up, all up. Oh, now people on the streets need to eat up, eat. People on the streets need to eat up, eat up, eat up. It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends scream, get me higher, higher. Oh! Turn away from it all like a blind man. Sat on a fence, but it don't work. Keep coming up with love, but it's too scratched and torn. Why? Why can't we give love one more chance? Why can't we give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love? 'Cause love is such an old-fashioned word, and love tells you to care for the people on the edge of the night. And love tells you to change our way of caring about ourselves. This is our last chance. This is our last dance. This is ourselves under pressure. Under pressure. Perfect girl is gone. Here we stand at the break of day. Let the storm rage on. With love such an old-fashioned word, and love tells you to care for the people on the edge of the night. And love tells you to change our way of caring.
Featuring many great surprise guests. Music by Daddies. And now, making his return, Brett Davis.
Hello and welcome to the special without Brett Davis, a name that's been kind of ironic for the past few weeks. If you haven't been following season 3, it's been a little crazy. I'll admit I started off a little bit unhinged, a little bit angry. Maybe I came back too soon. I don't know what it was, but I thought it was going okay. And then I got hypnotized by this guy that was on America's Got Talent that hypnotized Howie Mandel, who I love, and I put too much trust in him, and I appeared to be in some sort of state for, I'd say, roughly 2 months on the show. And the show continued without me, surprisingly. All the crew were Simon, good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Brett.
Simon was back on the show. I know he had. Hi.
Hi. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Gam.
Gam?
So for Gamron. I'm a PA. I've been here for a few weeks, but we haven't met.
Oh, because I've been hypnotized.
Yeah. So nice to meet you. Did you want coffee tonight?
No.
No.
That's usually a question we ask around like 8, not live.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm right here though, so if you want anything.
I'm okay. Thank you,
just do it.
Gam.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you
I
so
like your
much.
suit, by the way. You look good.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Okay.
appreciate
I'm gonna
that.
go tape some things down.
Cool.
Wait, one
so
more.
the-
Actually, no, never mind. I'll ask you later.
All right.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
The old Brett would have really freaked out at that. Simon knows. Simon knows.
He's right. He's not lying.
Yeah,
It's true.
I screamed at Simon. I think you made it 2 weeks as the house band leader,
Yeah.
and then you went on some trip,
I prefer to call it a sabbatical.
sabbatical, and yeah, that's maybe on me that I pushed someone away so quickly. I brought in a co-host for tonight. She is a wonderful actress. You've seen her in many films. Please give it up for Catherine Corcoran. Thank you for joining me. Yeah.
Having me.
I said Corcoran, right?
Yeah, Corcoran, that's correct.
Wonderful. Like the real estate.
Yes, but
yeah.
no relation.
So you've been in The Return to Newcomb High, volumes 1 and 2.
It's actually
Return to
Newcomb High. AKA
Yes.
Volume 2.
So
Lloyd
the-
would be very upset.
This is part of the Traumaverse.
Yes.
Yes, run by Lloyd Kaufman. You were actually on the show last year
Yeah,
with
this
Lloyd.
exact episode last year with Lloyd.
Yeah, would you know that I got a minor concussion that night
I did not know
Yeah.
that. I'm so
from a
sorry.
guy named Weird Luke. In post, we'll throw in some clips of both me and Darren, who really got more of the brunt of it.
I've been to the toilet in that place.
You don't need.
Here we go! Goddamn right! Do you submit? Do you submit? Yes! You should let go of yourselves, warlords! Now you are warlords! Who else will fix me?
It's a rough night for everybody.
Well, I'm so sorry on behalf of the entire Trauma team. I apologize.
Well, you know, he wasn't part of the Trauma team, although he really looked it.
He did.
Yeah.
They did an amazing job. I didn't know that was going to happen. It was
Yeah.
some of the best Cretan tributes I've ever seen.
Well, thank you
Right
so
here on the
much.
show.
Weird Luke, we love you. But now this year you had a pretty big film in the horror realm and the independent movie realm, Terrifier.
Yes, Terrifier.
So this is, why don't you just tell me a quick log line of what it is?
I don't even know if there is a log line.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that there is a psychotic clown who has been let loose on Halloween, and he comes out every Halloween. He wreaks havoc on innocent.
What does he look like?
I mean, he's got a white face and
Or like black and white?
black and white ensemble. You know, black around the eyes, kind of frilly around the neck.
I'd love to see a side by side of that. So what does this clown do?
Well, he brutally murders not just young women, particularly young women, but everybody, as spoilers, on Halloween.
Okay, I'm gonna say the clown you saw before, Puddles Pity Party, doesn't murder young women.
I hope not. Art the Clown and Puddles the Clown, very different entities.
Oh my God, Shea Stadium, huh? What a great venue. Give it up for Shea Stadium, huh? It's a real DIY punk rock venue. You know, people say I'm a punk rock comedian. Let me know if you need a business card, folks, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about? Punk rock comedian, I wish my jokes would start making sense, folks, okay? At least once in a lifetime, everybody. There we go. Swamp. All right. So anyway,
Steve Whalen, Mr. Jokes here. I love that you watched this video. Please like and subscribe. Check me out on social media. Check out my website. Watch my other vids. Hey, what did you watch today?
You called a little bit early. The trains are backed up because a lot of people are trying to get downtown to Times Square to watch the ball drop. So we're just attempting to catch the train.
Okay.
A little bit of train traffic.
Yeah.
And I'd like to take a minute to check in on the studio. How's it going in the studio?
Well, I mean, people are watching the studio. I wanted to check in with you and see how things are in Times Square.
Yeah, I was hoping to check in with you, see what's going on in the studio.
Is everybody having a nice time? Yeah. Got a lot of friends here. We got Catherine here. So I guess I'll check back in when you get to Times Square.
Yeah. What did they do the joke of the week, or like a pretty thorough check-in? You kind of just said hi to people.
Yeah, it was.
You're gonna have to speak up. There's trains coming in and out.
Sorry. Steve Whalen is dating.
Trains here.
Steve Whalen is dating a monkey. Steve Whalen is dating a monkey, and they Netflix and chimp.
What?
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna lose you, so let's check back in with Colin Burgess a little later.
Oh no, please stay on. We're now just boarding the train on our way to.
Well, you're breaking up, Colin.
What's that?
You're breaking up a little bit because you're going underground.
I think it's on your end, so you might want to check that.
Well, you know, it's actually pretty good because we do have some correspondents that are actually in Times Square right now. So I'd love.
There's other correspondents?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, when we were talking about it, you know, we have this sort of satellite camera thing.
What other correspondents? In Times Square?
Yeah. We've got the great Lillian Devane. And
I'm going to Times Square.
Well, maybe you could join up with them. We just thought this might have some tech problems because we actually have the nice camera out there, you know, like HD. Well, okay. So let's check in with our correspondents in Times Square, Lillian Devane and Emily Panic. How's it going out there?
It's a party! Are you guys excited?
Why don't you talk to some of the people out there?
Emily, this is my twin sister Lillian. Hi.
people doing out there? Seems like the crowds are still forming. It is early, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. We're sisters. We're twins. We can do that. It's like looking into a mirror. I love it.
I don't know if you're twins.
Nothing better.
Can you guys hear me?
We're gonna grab some more people for you, Brett. You
Okay.
just stay tuned in the studio.
Okay. Thank you, Lillian Devane, Emily Panic, out there. Thank you so much for doing that. I suppose they will have live coverage of the ball drop because it seems like Colin's still on his way, and they clearly have a better setup. So it is New Year's. Do you have any New Year's resolutions that you're going to be making?
We lost Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because he was underground. So,
Yeah.
like, we lost the signal.
Yeah, I figured. But
Yeah.
thank you for the update.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, I'm Gam. Nice. Hi. Sorry, I'm a PA.
Yeah.
Do you want any coffee or anything?
I would love some coffee.
Okay, what kind? Like a.
Could I get maybe like an almond milk latte? You think?
Yeah, sure.
Or
No,
like,
I
or
mean.
just black.
Okay, black. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
black.
okay.
Great. Black. Coffee. Wait, I love those pants.
Thank
Where are those
you.
from?
They're Vivian Hugh.
Who's that?
It's the designer.
Like,
Yes.
does she do like runway shows and stuff?
So
Yes.
we've got
Oh,
we've got a want to introduce one of our guests.
do you know where this plugs in, by the way?
No. Why don't you ask? There's a bunch of people on the other
It's
side
just
of
so
the
funny
camera.
because like it has like one end where it's like it can plug into itself, so it's just like this infinite loop kind of
yeah.
thing.
Honestly, Harris could help you. He's stage managing. Harris,
okay.
do you want to just grab Gam?
Yeah.
Thanks,
okay.
Gam.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. So nice to meet you too. See
Thank you, Harris.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, do you have any
It's
New Year's
actually
resolutions?
I mean, I was hoping for the new year to tone up a bit. I feel like that's kind of a typical one
Yeah.
for everybody, you know. But I would also in the new year, I don't know. I've been doing this like vegan thing off and on. Maybe go like full vegan. What about you? Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Well, one of them was I just haven't eaten in many weeks. I think someone told me food was kept from me, at least in this studio.
Was it why?
I think it has something to do with the fact that I was under hypnosis. Maybe people didn't want to give me food or something because they thought.
Because it seemed like when you wanted food in like kind of a bad way. So it was like you were through food you were like hurting yourself a little bit. So we were supposed to be kind of saving you from food.
Because this is ironic because I would say that through the lack of food, I kept my sort of state of not being aware of.
Right, but it's kind of like 6 of one, half of the
Sure.
other. Because I know that
humans
need food, but
Yeah,
you were in a state of.
Thank you. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you. No, it's fine. My pleasure.
Well, I'm so sorry. Have you eaten today?
I did eat today. I went to Sparrow.
Oh. Well, you know, it's a very.
You know, I'm back. I'm in New York City.
It feels very authentic.
It is very
New York.
authentic. Thank you.
Like very authentic New York pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People judge it, but it's just as good as any pizzeria.
Yeah.
But back to New Year's resolutions. We've actually got a guest that is a resolutions expert. So let's welcome Ayo Edebiri. Hello.
How are you?
Welcome to the special.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yes, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. This is so
course.
exciting. Happy New Year.
You have a mic. I'm jealous.
I do. Oh, don't be. Well, unless you want to be jealous and experience that as a resolution for yourself, then absolutely dig into the sort of most envious part of your soul and experience that fully in the new year.
I'll definitely consider that. Thank you.
Thank you. Brett, can I call you Brett?
I prefer that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I am such a huge fan of resolutions.
Oh,
When the new year hits and you're able to fully absolve yourself, right, of any sin, any wrongdoing, and fully devote yourself to change. I mean, who could ask for anything more?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hoping to do tonight. I mean, things are a little tense still because I'm coming back after a long absence, but, you know, I want to absolve myself of my wrongdoings.
Okay, well, and I can help you with that. I feel like a lot of people, you know, there's a stigma around resolutions. You know, they're so hard. You make one, and then the next day you give it up, right? You feel horrible. You sort of live with that aching guilt for years and years. You know, that's not the spirit of a resolution. I'm here to tell you. They're quite simple, and so I've got some tips, some tricks, some suggestions to help you make a resolution that makes you feel good, that you can keep, right?
Great. I could certainly use it.
Right, so one thing that I love to do when I'm thinking of a good resolution, right, is thinking, okay, what is something that I would love to change, right? Is there anything about the past year, the past few months, whatever, that you would that you would change if you could?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have been unconscious for several weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing that. Okay. And so for me, a resolution I would make, right, would be don't be hypnotized and unconscious.
Yes.
Do you see how that happened?
I'd say resolved. I'm no longer hypnotized.
Right, but it happened to you.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? And so you sort of carry the burden of that.
I don't.
So for the next year, I would just say don't.
Yeah, I would. Well, I'd say yeah. I had my agency sort of taken away from me. So.
And so then
Maintain consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have somebody who understands it,
yes,
right?
Thank you.
But don't worry, there's more tips and tricks if that's a little bit too advanced for you, right? In terms of resolution making. One thing that I love to think of, okay, the positive spin, right? What's something that you're proud of? Is there something that you're proud of this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of some of the films that I've worked on this year.
That's
I'm really excited
incredible.
about them.
That's incredible, and I love to celebrate that and celebrate that with a resolution. One resolution that I would have would be do that again.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Okay, so are you just sort of seeing how that happened?
Yeah.
But is there something that you're proud of?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all?
Okay.
What was your next thing?
Awesome. One thing that might be helpful, maybe you seem to work with negative reinforcement a little bit. So
sure.
what's something that you, easy like question, hate about yourself?
Oh.
When you sort of look at yourself, and this could be physical, this could be spiritual, what's something that you hate?
I don't know. My hair's kind of messy sometimes.
Great. Fix that.
Yeah.
What else?
My body's weird.
Okay, different.
My skin's bad.
Yes.
I say too much.
A lot.
I've been told I have odor issues, but that could just be because I was wearing a cupcake costume for several weeks.
No, I think I still smell that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to take a few showers to get off.
Right. All of these things, right? Make them different.
Okay.
Change them in the new year. I feel like we're doing surface.
Yeah.
Right? And if we want to make real, positive change in the new year, right? What's something that you can't stand about yourself? What's just objectively horrid about you?
Personality.
Maybe some. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What about it?
Everything.
Yes.
Just general.
Okay.
Make people feel bad.
Yes.
I feel bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just know that.
Okay.
And if you're somebody who maybe you feel like you've been doing a lot of inside work, right? Maybe you want to do some outside work, make a resolution that sort of affects other people. I need help always. I need money. I want things. Maybe a resolution could be to give me things. I have just like you can reach me anywhere, really, and I'll take whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'll take it.
Is that a resolution?
Sorry?
That's a resolution?
I am the expert. Yeah.
Right in front of the camera.
Oh, sorry. Just wondering which one.
Just.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe not on camera.
Okay.
It's fine.
We actually have to move on to the next segment soon.
Well, then that's fine.
But
yeah.
by the way, just really quickly, so I looked up Vivian Who. Look at these shoes.
Right?
Oh, wait, they're incredible. Wait, they're really nice.
I feel like if
That's
I
really
wore that
great.
kind
I'm
of thing,
prepared. I thought
totally
there might be
wear that
moments
kind
like
of
this.
thing.
It's really great.
Anyway,
Can I see
one of the
those?
things I wanted to point out was that we're saying goodbye to some things with 2018, and one of them is a dance that I'm sure going to miss doing. So here's a tribute to the dance of 2018, Flossing, with Simon Haynes and the entirely volunteer orchestra and our dancer, Sherm Jacobs. Musical guests tonight. They are the pride of New Jersey. Coming back, friends of the show. Give it up for Daddies!
No! 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 The spell has been broken. This is exactly what I called.
I share your
It's
disappointment.
exactly what I said.
It should have taken. He's just too damaged. It goes too deep to penetrate. I've tried casting spells. I used a very powerful crystal.
I knew I should have called in that voodoo priestess from New Orleans. I told you that. You said, no, I got this. You said, no need to spend money on the train or plane ticket, depending on what was more affordable at the time. You told me not to.
Normally, I'm not a fan of the dark arts, but this clearly required something.
155!
Yeah.
Do you know the significance of that number?
Absolutely. We're going to keep to it.
That's how many episodes of the Chris Gethard Show we pulled off, and if you think I'm gonna let this worm, this spineless, wriggly worm, Brett Davis, best my record, you got another thing coming to you.
Yeah.
I'll put your head on a pike, right next to his.
Oh my. I'll take care of it.
Daddies.bandcamp.com. I'm a very big fan of them. We still have Colin Burgess in Times Square. Colin, I think you're there now. What's the mood like? Are people getting excited about the ball dropping? Colin, can you hear me?
Yes, the ball is about to drop. I'm here in fabulous Times Square. The energy, Brett, is palpable.
Yes.
We got a lot of people down here excited for the new year. Ready for the ball to drop, and the ball is going to drop right over up there.
Yeah,
lights aren't on yet.
It looks like
they're going to turn the lights on pretty soon.
Yeah, it looks like the crowds are maybe making their way towards the ball.
See the ball. Oh, shit. Is it? I think I saw. What time is it? I think we're good.
No, yeah, we're good.
Are we good?
It's not dropping
10,
yet. Yeah. Nope.
9.
No.
8.
No.
7.
Colin.
6.
No one's
5. 4.
No one's counting.
3. 2. 1. Happy New Year!
Yeah, no, we don't need to. Colin, can you hear me?
The energy is palpable.
Yes.
Brett.
Okay.
You can really feel it out here. It is 2019.
But it's not yet, Colin.
And we're going to check out what the vibe is like in Old Navy. Follow me.
No, let's not go into Old Navy. All right, Colin's going to...
Just going to check what the vibe is like in Old Navy. It's 2019.
Okay, it's not 2019 yet. I don't think you'll be able to make it in there.
Can I come in? Okay, we're not allowed in Old Navy, Brett.
Okay. I guess Old Navy's closed, probably.
Old Navy's closed. 2019, not looking good for Old Navy.
Well, yeah.
So,
I think it's just because it's almost midnight. Stores usually close around like 9 or 10.
We got Bubba Gump Shrimp across the street. We're going to check what the vibe is like in
You know, Colin's going to check with that. I'm actually going to check in with our other correspondents who are in Times Square. It seems like Colin may be a few blocks away from the action, but Lillian and Emily are there. How are things looking over there? Let's talk to some of the people that are hanging out in Times Square.
Everything's great here, Brett. No problems at all. And back to you in the studio.
Hello, hello.
No, honestly, not right now, please. Not the time.
Why?
It's not a happy New Year. How about you deal with them? Why don't you talk to them because you have the degree? Honestly, I should take this out of my hands. Please, I cannot, no one doesn't matter to me right now. Are you guys twins? You know what I'm going through right now? No, why? I don't know why. That's her.
Okay, so there seems to be a problem. I think there's an issue where maybe twin problems, but they really don't look like twins. They have different hair colors, very different face shapes.
You can be a fraternal twin, you know?
Yeah, but they look like nothing alike.
Yeah, but you can. That's like the idea of a fraternal twin.
I suppose so.
They don't have to look the same.
We couldn't get Gam. I mean, that's me. Sorry, Colin, because he was. We couldn't get him into Old Navy because there was like a woman there that was like.
Yeah. We saw like a cop.
But as it turns out, like my uncle actually owns Old Navy, so I'm gonna give them a call and
try to get the Old
can...
Navy open up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we really want to focus on the ball dropping in Times Square.
Okay, well, I just figured because like he's there and like I have a connection, so I figured I would just like do it. By the way, we don't have like there's no coffee like anywhere.
There's a deli right up. Well, that's fine.
It's like far.
What about like tea, like an herbal tea.
We have like
Well,
water.
while you figure that out,
That'd be great.
Actually, wait. Does somebody
you know,
have
New
nails?
Year's
'Cause
happens
I kinda
all
need
around
this
the
to-
world through this
Can you do
day. In
this?
fact, some
Okay.
parts of the
I don't
world are
need it
celebrating
yet,
New
but,
Year's
like, I think I
already,
just-
and one of
I'm
them
wearing May.
is Gam. What's going on?
I need this tape to be started because I can't get it because
Yeah,
I don't have
one of
good
the
nails.
PAs outside.
I can. That's fine. I can help you. I can use a
Oh,
guitar pick.
no, it's okay. He's got it. It's okay.
One
No,
of
it's
those
okay.
countries
It's
is
fine.
New Zealand,
No,
and
it's okay.
one of
He's
the
got
best
it.
comedians of New Zealand is here. Please welcome Guy Montgomery. Hello.
Hi.
What an interesting outfit you have on.
Well, thank you. It's my first New Year's in America, so I thought what better way to celebrate than bring a slice of New Zealand to you.
Okay, wonderful. Is this the slice of New Zealand?
No, that's actually store-bought American bread, but bread is one of the main treats we have on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in New Zealand. And for fear of creating jealousy amongst the gathered partygoers, you'll all be pleased to hear I've actually brought ample bread for us all to enjoy at our leisure. And it's not just informal bread either.
Okay.
I've also brought along some more formal bread, for our more esteemed guests.
Thank you.
And pretty much in New Zealand, you're not really celebrating New Year's until everyone's got a slice of bread. So
everybody just passed around, and it's really maybe not American white bread, but it's your basic.
Well, yeah,
bread.
it's your garden variety.
Yeah.
Not grown in a garden, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do bread in America, but in New Zealand we make it from yeast.
Yeah. I think
Very
it's the
similar.
same process roughly everywhere.
Ingredients.
And so it's just bread. Yeah, I'm covered, but I'll pass it down.
Not everyone is, Brett, so don't be so prickly about it.
So I can't help but notice you're dressed for the beach. I believe that's a weather thing.
That's right. As far as New Zealand also involves dressing for the climate in New Zealand. And while it might be cold out here in New York City, it's positively sweltering this time of year.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this must be a bit of a different thing for you.
Well, that's quite right, but I'm not going to let a silly little thing like climate get in the way of celebrating a la New Zealand. And one of the things we do in New Zealand to help, celebrate the new year and know as time moves forward is we all get together and we do a jigsaw.
Okay. Cool.
And we sort of usually will take that down to the beach or a public space and we'll all just pitch in. And the new year doesn't officially start until the jigsaw is finished.
So it's not really a clock thing. It's more you're finishing the puzzle.
Well, it's it's a little column A and a little column B because
it's column A, the whole way,
and a little of column B as
Maybe
well.
Column B is a figure of speech.
In 2004, famously, we got a wasgij, which is a jigsaw wherein you have to complete the puzzle. The puzzle is not the same as on the box. It's what the people in the box are looking at.
Okay.
And we're still working on that.
Well, so you're still celebrating 2017, maybe?
No, well, it's still 2004.
Oh, I see. So it's a real old one. I'm not going to eat this bread if anybody else wants
Oh, that's
it.
okay. I've got plenty more where that came from.
Oh,
So if you're not going to have that one, there should be a little bit more bread.
Yeah, I want the bread from down there.
To go around. Yeah.
I'll just pass that right on down.
It's really no worries.
The more sophisticated.
I think it's the more sophisticated means it's on a plate and it's not folded and touching his skin.
Well, none of the bread's touching my skin. And if you don't want that formal piece of bread, don't worry. There's plenty more to go around. So.
All right. Thank you. Well, you're really prepared with this bread.
Thank you so much.
It's really no trouble at all.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you celebrate, when it's New Year's here in America?
Well, you probably are familiar with the ball drop. We got our correspondents in Times Square, and we're counting down. We're getting really close now. We do a nice countdown. We pop some champagne. We, sing and dance. Yeah.
Wow, it's pretty different.
Okay, this is a whole New Zealand thing that it's really just. This seems like things that could happen on any night.
What you're describing or what I'm describing?
What you're describing, yeah.
Yeah, well, anything hypothetically could happen on any night, Brett, but in New Zealand we have the bread and we do the jigsaw.
Or maybe there's a rich history in New Zealand. Maybe some like ancient traditions that people do. Like
maybe there are, but we're really in 2004 we're mostly about the bread and the jigsaw.
Okay, we got Patrick. Patrick's from Australia. Is things sort of roughly the same there, or?
Yeah, but the bread's way better in Australia.
Bread is way better. Yeah, Patrick says.
That's a Rubik's Cube.
I don't know. I thought you'd be bringing in some culture here, and I'm a little underwhelmed.
We don't want to insult him.
No, I'm not. I'm just, the hat's cool.
Okay,
is there something to the hat?
I really appreciate
Well, the hat's for thank you, and the hat's for sun protection.
Okay.
There's a huge hole in the ozone layer over New Zealand because of all the greenhouse gases that are emitted.
I'm so sorry about that, by the way.
It's really no trouble, but obviously you got to be sun smart.
Well, it looks like you're opening up the puzzle, I guess.
Wow, we better get started.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to stay in 2004. We've got
I think this is a fresh
decade
one.
to go.
Yeah, but we better get cracking because the clock is ticking.
That's right.
And I said that we celebrate. Oh, just right on the floor. That's fine. Well, we got to be out of the studio by like 12:30. So, just keep that in mind as you piece the puzzle together. But we do celebrate with song and dance, and there's no one better in New York City when it comes to the song than our next guest. Please give it up for Larry Owens.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Happy New Year. DJ, play that track. No, the other one.
Should we do the floss? Should we floss?
Let's floss. The scene, 1 a.m., a trendy neighborhood in America. Rain falls, creating a sense of urgency. You look down at your rideshare app. Uber, fascist. Lyft, never aligned. Via, my preference. And you begin to scan T7685543. No, T7682663. No, T76666. Hell no, T768. Is this for Larry? T7685543. No, T7682663. No, T7777. Go to heaven. T768. Is this for Larry? Where is my car? That song is called License Plates. It's about license plates. I have one more.
Oh, yeah, that was a very 2018 song.
Oh, my God. Well, then you'll love this.
Oh, wonderful.
Play that. No one will believe ya unless they see it on social media. Don't matter how many times you ghost, you be ghosting Brett. It matters more how many times you post on the algorithm. Russian bot and Instagram thoughts. They both will leave you prey to the algorithm. And the algorithm, you ain't getting no likes. And it ruins your life. You have fallen prey to the algorithm. And the algorithm. Why am I seeing this Instagram post 8 days after it was posted? Why am I seeing the same 60 people when I follow 2,099? Anyone? All I did was speak the word underwear. Now I have
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Oh my God! What? That was wonderful. Let's check in with Colin, who's in Times Square right now. Colin, up. Okay. Yeah, I see you're in a car. Colin, can you hear me? I notice you're just in a lift, which is very timely given the song we just heard. Well, we can hear you, Colin, but.
Inspired.
Hello?
Oh, great. Just in time. Hey, Colin. You know, we can't hear Colin. Let's actually check in with our other correspondents who are actually in Times Square. Seems like Colin's going maybe to Brooklyn or something. I'm not really sure.
I heard that's like the hip place for like the warehouse kind
Yeah.
of New Year's vibe.
Yeah, that's
you
more
can't
like.
afford, like the bottle service.
Exactly. Go
like
to a rave or something.
Yeah. That maybe he's just trying to, be up with it.
He's getting a head start on the rest of the night, but let's check in with Emily and Lillian. How are things going with you two?
Hey, have you guys seen my twin? I have a twin sister. She looks kind of like me, just like a different kind of face here, and she's a different hair.
What she look like again?
She's just exactly this, but like the nose is a little different, and then but everything else is exactly. She's probably really mad.
Hey Lillian, can you hear me? Can you hear me,
No,
Lillian?
thank you. That's okay.
No, rock on. Keep looking.
Yeah.
She's
Thank
around
you.
here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. We don't really go too far apart, but only when it really matters does she leave me by myself. Sorry, I'm so sorry to bother you. Have you seen someone who looks just like me, but is just like maybe a little less cute? Just like she's pretty, but like not as much as me, but she's really mad. I haven't seen her. She doesn't have a journalism degree, but she's like smart. I'll keep an eye out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
We're
that.
going to have to check back later because we're actually getting so close to the holiday. The energy in the room, that's palpable, right? Is everybody excited for New Year's? Oh, great. Wonderful.
So we couldn't get Old Navy because my uncle's asleep, but I did get popcorn.
Oh, great.
Oh, we're getting a call from Colin.
I can
Do you want to
hear,
answer that?
We'll check in with Colin.
This is sort of awkward, but can I actually get your signature on this? I don't get school credit unless I get you to sign this. But can you say that it's for the show Marvelous Margaret Maisel?
Yep, that's not what it's called, but I'll write that.
Do you want any popcorn?
No, thank you.
What's with all this bread?
It's a weird New Zealand thing.
That's weird, yeah. I don't really eat carbs. No, it's okay, thank you.
Let's check in with Colin. Colin, how are things going out there? Inside now, you're inside.
Hi, I would like to check in on the studio to see what's going on in the studio.
The energy's high. We're the clock is counting down. Things are really great.
And I do want to make a correction from earlier. It was not midnight. It is not currently 2019.
True, yeah.
So sorry about that. And I kind of left before the actual ball is about to drop. I am back at the studio.
Okay. Yeah, it looks a little familiar, and okay, yeah.
Really, the energy is.
Yes, I see. Hey, Colin Burgess, everybody.
Thank you.
The purpose of having a New Year's correspondent in Times Square. You can just look at me now.
What's that?
You can just look at me because we're in the same room.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, probably because we're so deep inside the studio that you're in.
There's an echo. I can hardly hear you.
Colin, just spin around.
Hey, Colin. Hey. Hey, Colin.
Hey, look, you're at the party.
Okay.
Yeah. Colin's here. Again, you're not corresponding.
Here at the party, as you just saw, I was the studio audience. To me there.
Colin, I'm here.
Hello?
I'm still here, yeah. There's a bit
Yeah,
of
you should really check that out. You're breaking up.
Yeah, well, just turn around. You're in the room.
Okay.
Hey, Colin Burgess, everybody.
All right, back to you, Brett.
Oh, thanks, Colin. Well, the energy, we're just a few minutes away. Guy, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Just to finish this dang jigsaw, really.
Oh, yeah.
Same as every year.
How are we doing? Oh, it's still entirely in pieces.
I've been so absorbed in the gripping narrative of the show, I haven't had any time to pay heed to my jigsaw.
It is quite gripping. Speaking of gripping narratives, I do feel a little concerned about what's going on in Times Square, so could we actually check in?
You know, she's probably in here. I can freaking smell her. Add me on Snap. I knew you were gonna be here. Frickin' McDonald's. You know, you leave me in Times Square, you come to McDonald's. You're here. But where's your 20-piece McNuggets?
Well, it looks like a happy ending for them. Really got very little coverage of the ball drop there in McDonald's. We are just minutes away.
They don't have a vegan New Year's resolution.
I suppose not, yeah. Simon, do you have any New Year's resolutions? If you have nothing to say, then Sherm's got to floss. Floss time, floss time.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know, I want to take some time. No, keep doing it. 3, 4. I want to take some more time for myself this year. Practice guitar a little bit more. And I've been meaning to reconnect with my father, which is going to be hard because he's dead. The song is called Tears from Heaven. It's by Eric Clapton.
Well, maybe we could get the energy up a little bit without the Eric Clapton, because we are 1 minute away from 2019. Isn't that exciting? Oh, I am so excited. Man, this is live television. It's crazy that we get to do this here on. I want to thank Eminem for giving us the live time slot at midnight on New Year's. I know a lot of people are competing for it. The Spiritualism Show, the show about politics in Upper Manhattan. So I want to thank Eminem. And it looks like we're 20 seconds away. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12,
You're gonna laugh. This is so funny. Actually, as it turns out, we totally don't even need this. We don't actually even need it at all. You know what I found out? Because I had one of this on, and as it turns out,
Happy New Year!
Anyway, that's it. I'll just leave this here. Happy New Year! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Happy New Year! Welcome back.
Happy New Year! Oh,
Happy New Year! Oh my God!
Happy New Year!
We have to go shopping together. I'm dying. I think I like your face. I have to do some crazy stuff.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Entirely volunteer orchestra.
I'm gonna call you later. I'm gonna be because I'm being.
Where's Colin? Colin's gone. Colin, how's the energy in the control room? Wake it. It's a really bad echo. That's fine. Sure, why don't you do some flossing? Yeah, we're having an audio problem. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, this is such a fun party. We're gonna get the party started because we've got the best party band for my money or yours. Please give it up once again for our musical guests, and I kind of want to stretch it out because they're not at that part of the song yet. Top of the heap, these little town blues. You know the words. Are long and Where's Larry?
These vagabonds should be there.
Yeah, right. Jeez. I'm dying up here. Oh.